Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoy this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Glow's like having a nightlight, so it's okay. Naomi is one of the most respected superstars in all of the women's division. One of the most athletic superstars in the history of WWE.
A former pro basketball cheerleader, professional dancer, Naomi can do it all from bell to bell.
And one of the most fun and exciting entrances in all of WWE. How can you not bob your head, Corey, when Naomi comes out? How can you not get lost in the moment? Go ahead, Naomi, get it, girl!
I'm an unbiased broadcaster, Saxton.
Or just a grump. Here comes the War Goddess. Her entrance is just as unique as her offensive playbook.
And her partner, from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
As we get ready for this tag team match, Byron, tell me, who do you like in this one?
Come on, Michael, you know I can't answer that. Look at these teams. They both have what it takes to be the most dominant team WWE has seen in quite some time. There's almost no way to confidently pick one over the other.
Ember Moon is a joy to watch, guys.
Ember possesses one of the most devastating and breathtaking signature moves in the business, the Eclipse. Her opponents had better watch out.
What an ovation!
And their opponents, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, the Iconics.
Byron, you only harbor ill will toward Peyton and Billie because you can't sit with them in catering.
Absolutely not. I harbor ill will towards them because I've never seen two ladies who derive so much joy from gossiping and tossing shade at anyone they choose.
Well, Peyton and Billie simply enjoy one another's company and spreading the good word around the locker room. They may or may not be two of my most trusted sources.
Oh, I believe that. This is iconic.
The Australian duo have taken WWE by storm and show no signs of slowing down.
Two ladies who have known each other since high school in Sydney, Australia, now causing havoc. And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight.
These superstars are about to put on a clinic in tag team competition, guys. That's how good they are.
Ooh, that kick could be a game changer.
Wow! There's a pin now. She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here.
Not yet. Too early.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Leg drop! Naomi in trouble. Here we go. And Naomi with a quick kick out. Remarkable. Look out. There she goes. Naomi really made her presence known in WWE when forming Team Bad. Gone were the days of cheerleading and handshaking. Naomi teamed up with Sasha Banks and Tamina to put the entire WWE women's roster on notice. Cover here. And Naomi forces her way out.
Too soon.
Michael mentioned Naomi forming Team Bad, and that trio really lived up to their nickname. On many occasions, they were able to score victories against other major groups at that time. Team PCB and Team Bella.
Look, I'd say Team Bad could have become the most dominant women's faction ever. But Naomi made the mistake of recruiting the biggest spotlight stealer in WWE history, Sasha Banks. I blame the boss for Team Bad's downfall.
Neckbreaker!
Here's a tag. Opponent off the ropes.
Big backdrop.
Here we go. There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now. Here's the tag. This team with bad intentions in mind here. Oof.
Oof. Kick finds it.
The cover. She's looking to get out of here with a win early.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Boom, what impact.
There's a tag. Opponent off the ropes.
Dropped from above.
Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that her drive to succeed may be unmatched.
I don't disagree, Cole. It's that drive that makes her so hard to defeat and nearly impossible to game plan for. How do you prepare for a woman who refuses to lose?
This might be it. Look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael.
As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in her. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember at TakeOver New Orleans would be a good approach.
Well, as vicious as it may sound, if Ember refuses to quit, you might have no other choice than to render her unconscious, much like Shayna did.
And she kicks out with relative ease.
She is ready for a fight tonight.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here!
Oh, huge big boot. Oh, man, what a leg drop. For men have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen.
This one is over.
She's a lady that can turn it on quickly, no doubt about it.
She is on fire.
Boom! Oh, a knee right to the face.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 fall.
Perfect. I bet you feel foolish riding her off now. Oh, what a chop block.
Penny predicament. And kicks out at 2.
Very admirable performance here, but you have to wonder if she's risking permanent injury.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss sideboard. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double counter.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Can you believe this?
The first ever.
Oh, Billy Kay has her down. This one's over, guys.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
What a hurricanrana. Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
Rough landing. Let's re-enter the conversation about...
Oh, what a kick.
This match is slipping away from Naomi. Shoulders on the mat. They did it. Now let's take a look back at these ladies in action. She's taking care of business.
This match wasn't exactly a barn burner, but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time, I guess. The superstars in this one got after it pretty good from the opening bell. Can't complain about the effort, technical proficiency, or result here.
Here are your winners, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, the Iconics.
That's it for this tag team match, and what a thrilling match it was.
These two girls make me think that we should have a women's tag team championship. Who do I have to talk to get that done?
Well, that was indeed a great match, and I think it's worth emphasizing how huge this victory is. And we're underway with 6 of WWE's top superstars going at it.
Guys, it'll be interesting to see if these two teams of 3 can really coexist. When you have that many egos on the same team, sometimes things don't go quite as planned.
From behind. Oh, Nat shoulders down for the win. Carmella pops the shoulder up.
Too early in the match to end it.
What a strike.
Oh, what a crash.
One of the things I like best about Carmella, guys, is just how feisty she is. From the moment her music hits all the way through the final bell, she just has this undeniable spunk about her. Boom! Off the boot. At the arm. Superstars around today, though there are times when that feistiness borders on being bit on the brash side.
You can call it feistiness, you can call it brashness, call it whatever you want. The bottom line is, Mella is money. Wow, look at this aggression in the corner.
Oh, you're just asking to get disqualified.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Oh, look at this.
Lana may be slowing some here. She's got two very capable partners in her corner. Now might be a good time to bring one of them in.
Yeah, but we all know that she can dish it out just as well as she can take it. And with that in mind, I wouldn't be surprised to see her turn the tides here short.
Just breaking down the opponent. We got a cover. An easy kick out there.
Yeah, this early, no chance.
And setting him up good. Golly, what a knee.
The ravishing Russian helped create Rusev's devastating accolade submission. It shouldn't be a surprise that Lana has her own move to finish off opponents, a jumping roundhouse kick, appropriately named the Lana kick.
This isn't going to be pretty. Hangman's neck breaker. Oh, gosh. She's so close. Oh, and she makes the tag. And not a moment too soon, Michael. It's frightening to think of all the maneuvers and victories Lana has helped devise over the years. Now the ravishing Russian perfected one for herself in the Lana kick, the women's division. Oof. Insult to injury.
Got every ounce of that.
Here's a cover. Ref found a 2 count.
Natalya's one of the toughest ladies in the WWE. It'll take more than that to stop her.
Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like...
Oh, Alexa Bliss may have it.
You gotta believe this one's over. She goes for the cover. And kicks out at 2.
She is ready for a fight tonight.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
That was simply amazing. Natalya is rolling now.
She goes for the cover. Alicia Fox with an easy kick out. It's going to take more than that.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly. Oh man, she's rolling now.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment.
Going for it all here.
And it's Natalya with the reversal.
Queen of Hearts looking to finish things off.
He's about to do so, Corey. If she can step the sharpshooter, Byron.
Wow, what a move.
Six-man tags can be fought under...
Whoa, impressive. You could say that again. I never thought you'd break free from that one. The submission specialist, Natalya.
Oh, yeah, Natalya. This is a Hart family...
Sharpshooter applied. I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Okay, this time has to do it.
She fights out.
But that doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael.
And she drops her.
That was about as in-your-face as it gets.
Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
She wants to do this in the ring. Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double-team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down.
There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Kick on the mark.
No, she's too quick for her. Looking at it here.
Nailed it. I knew it was only a matter of time. Carmella's in a real bad spot.
You're not going to get her that easy. Too soon. Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what will happen next? Look at her go.
Here we go.
Good night. Lana is not looking so great here, guys. Man, I wonder if Lana can survive this.
Crucifix. She goes for the cover. And she gets her shoulder up.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Tagged in.
Carmella is more dangerous than ever. The Princess of Staten Island is filled with a hostility we've never seen before, so if a superstar is going to go up against her, they have to strike early.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
She doesn't want to get up. Look at this.
And here's Mickie James looking for a pinfall.
I thought that was it.
Wow.
To have any sort of chance against the Princess, they'll need to land significant offense right from the opening bell.
I'm all for sportsmanship, but in WWE, you have to know when to fight fire with fire. To all the women in WWE, to even be able to think about victory against Carmella, you have to strike first, strike hard, and strike often. She is on fire.
A second. Oh, the Mick kick right on the money.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now. Nobody does it better, Mike.
And here's Mickie James looking for a pinfall.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys...
And it's Mickie James making a move.
Carmella just barely got out of the way.
You gotta believe this one's over. Looks like she wants to win early. Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote.
We know it's come. Super kick!
That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Mickie James really needs to dig down deep. She goes for the cover. One! And the count's broken, keeping the match alive. The partner's itching to get back in there, Byron.
No surprise, she's a gamer.
Gets the tag. Big elbow. Escapes trouble there. Getting closer now. Look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same. There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside.
Oh, and she makes the tag.
And not a moment too soon, Michael.
Alexa Bliss looking stymied.
And the confidence she came into this six women's tag team match seems to be fading a bit.
You sound surprised, Cole. Come on. Think about who she's in there with. This was bound to happen sooner or later.
Byron, you talk impactful slam.
Beautiful and dangerous. Lana truly is the total package.
She's got something in mind. She's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
What is Alexa Bliss's best strategy at this point? She really needs to think about making a tag, guys.
I was there for pretty much all of Alexa Bliss's NXT career, and while she was successful there, I think she felt overlooked. And that's what's fueled her on.
Look out, Alexa Bliss is
Twisted Bliss. That should do it.
What an amazing six-man tag match.
Now let's get another look at those six superstars going head-to-head and toe-to-toe.
Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic.
Here are your winners, Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Alicia Fox.
It's Alexa Bliss leading the team to victory.
To get the pinfall victory over such a high-quality opponent is incredibly impressive, Michael.
This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Look at the presumptuous attitude of Kevin Owens.
It's called confidence, Saxton, and all the elite superstars have it. You have to walk in believing you're going to beat up your opponent.
Nailed it.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, look at it. He might have it.
Whoa, distance there.
Oh, it's over. Shoulder tackle. He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys.
Look at him. He's wide open for attack.
Running out of time here.
Oh, come on. Get in there.
He wants no part of the outside.
Here's the cover. Kevin Owens kicks out easily. Too easily.
Going to take more than that to keep the French-Canadian down.
Harsh impact. Beautiful technique. Nasty impact.
Kevin Owens getting pushed and absorbed in this match is absolutely insane. A lesser man would have given up and walked away by now.
But if you're counting him out now, you haven't been paying attention. He has more resolve than just about anybody on the roster.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. He's making a statement here with this attack. He's got some fight left in him.
You're going to have to do more than that to KO.
This might be it. Oh, my. Guys, there aren't many superstars who can claim to have as meteoric rise as Kevin Owens had since he's signed to the WWE in 2014.
Yeah, Owens was already making waves at NXT when he broke through the doors of Raw to challenge none other than John Cena.
To Kevin Owens' credit, Byron, when Owens challenged John Cena, he started that fight and he finished it by claiming a shocking upset at 2015 Elimination Chamber.
You know who didn't get shocked by Kevin Owens that night? Kevin Owens. Because he walked into that building telling everyone that he was better than John Cena, and afterward, no one was able to argue with him.
Around the waist.
Ooh, earth-shattering spine buster. Things aren't going so well for Kevin Owens.
What a way to win a singles match. Let's look back on the action from the last match.
Highlight for one superstar, low light for another.
Here is your winner, Lars Sullivan.
And Lars Sullivan, very impressive, guys.
Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
You're watching WWE
Batten down the hatches. Here comes the monster among men.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
The earth is trembling with each step.
Here's a man who won the greatest Royal Rumble in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He beat the Bar at WrestleMania while teaming with a 10-year-old kid, and he won the Money in the Bank contract.
Hey, Michael, remember that time he threw you around?
Yeah, Byron, because I'm a man and I stand up for myself. I don't run away and hide in the locker room like a little girl.
I remember things slightly differently. I was there too, but someone is going to get these hands.
When Braun Strowman is out here, forget about reinforcing the ring. I hope someone... The WWE Universe is chopping to the bit to see these two competitors go at it.
You can count me in on the excitement. I can't wait.
Oh, man, this is going to be great.
The monster among men doesn't ask for permission nor ask for forgiveness. He simply destroys whatever lays in his path.
Braun Strowman is a Leviathan, Saxton, and sports entertainment has never experienced brute force like this from one human being.
Oh!
Clubbing blow.
Clothesline over the top!
Man.
Of course, we all recognize Braun Strowman as a legitimate main eventer, but remember, guys, it wasn't that long ago that he was considered the black sheep of the Wyatt family.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Big move coming.
Wait for it.
Boom, what impact.
Victory is on the horizon.
As Byron was saying, Braun Strowman absolutely took orders from Bray Wyatt at one point. But that all changed following the 2016 WWE Draft, when Strowman broke out on his own and proved that he was indeed a monster among men.
And he did that, Cole, by defeating 2, 3, sometimes even 4 superstars at the same time.
Look at this. He's not done fighting yet.
The Apex Predator stays in the hunt with that kick out. Boom!
Now Randy Orton seems to have lost a step or two. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
If he wants to win this thing, he's going to need to make some changes here. There's no way he can stay in this match if he doesn't find a way to fend off this attack.
You know, I thought this match was going to be much more tightly contested. I guess that's not the case, though.
Irish whip. Oof. You gotta believe this one's over. Oof. Drop kick. Beautiful. Got the shoulders down.
And a kick out. Not even close on that one.
The Apex Predator stays in the hunt with that kick out.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. An RKO! But he's got to capitalize now.
Orton looking to attack to the midsection.
I'm not sure how much he has left. Things just went from bad to worse for Braun Strowman.
On, he dodges out of the way.
And Braun Strowman's definitely doing what he can to get the psychological edge.
Randy Orton is going to have to improvise and get something going here.
You have to wonder how much longer he can go on like this.
Randy Orton is slipping, but he still might have an RKO in his back pocket. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Boom! This could be huge. When it comes to Braun Strowman, Corey, I'd say the Macho Man has become the most destructive WWE superstar in history, and in short order.
Yeah, Braun Strowman definitely takes inflicting pain to a whole new level, but he's fine with destroying inanimate objects too, especially vehicles.
This is not where you want to be. Elbow right to the back of the neck. Oh, what a strike. He has something big planned. To further demonstrate the destruction of Strowman that you guys mentioned, we've seen him pick up a limo with Elias inside, and he's overturned the WWE's production trailer. And at WrestleMania, he crushed a parade float.
And then there's the wonderful moments where Braun mixes destruction with pain. Before their Royal Rumble match, Braun used a grappling hook to pull a giant lighting rig onto Kane and Brock Lesnar. That's why we now have a no grappling hooks backstage policy. Oh, jeez. Take all the wind out of you. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Oh, hellacious power slam.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
And a pin attempt. And he got a near fall out of it.
Man, even now in the shape he's in, Randy Orton finds a way to power through.
He goes for the cover. There's the pin. It's over. It's all over. Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
Man, this was great.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show. I know the match was solidly entertaining, but I really hope these guys would take it to the next level. Regardless, nobody's asking for their money back.
A very decisive victory here tonight.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd.
Welcome to Balor Club.
James
The
Dean
following
Cool,
contest
John
is
Wayne
scheduled
Tough.
for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
The future is...
Johnny Wrestling.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
What an ovation. Johnny Wrestling. What's it about Johnny Gargano that makes him as good as he is today?
Unparalleled heart. Johnny Gargano has been through it all in his career before arriving in WWE, and now that he's here, it's a dream come true. Johnny will not let his dream slip through his fingers.
The bell rings, and Finn Balor is here to prove that the Demon is ready to make it hell on his opponent.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Nice calf kick, great elevation. Across the shoulders, up and...
Oh, look at the baseball slide. Whoa, into the Hurricane Rana.
Nicely done. Guys, some superstars do what they do for money, fame, or titles. Johnny Gargano does this for respect. He does it for the respect of the WWE Universe, who Johnny leans on to get him through the lowest of the lows.
Boom, what a kick. Boom, right in the button.
It'll destroy your face.
Boom. Shoulders on the mat. This one's far from over.
Not yet, too early.
What a stomp.
Good grief. Harsh impact.
Hooked him.
DDT! His shoulders are down. He kicks out before 3.
Definitely has his work cut out for him.
Beautiful technique.
What do you think Finn Balor needs to focus on right now? He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys, and when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Well, he's certainly looking a little worse for wear, but that doesn't mean you should count him out just yet. I'm sure there's plenty of fight still left in him.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
He'd be smart to stay put there.
Hurricane from the apron. He wants no part of the outside. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Known for superior striking skills and slicks. Looking for all the glory here. No, a kick out.
Not yet. Going all the way up. Look at this.
We've got a cover. Digging deep for a kick out. Too soon. To dispute what Corey expressed about how Johnny Gargano should know when to quit. I don't believe that thought process has ever entered his mind, no matter what trials he's gone through.
I see it in Johnny's eyes every match. He knows he was never supposed to be here. He took the road less traveled. He climbed the ladder rung by rung. But now he's here, and his heart has no quit.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what will happen next?
Oh, breakneck speed. What a hurricanrana.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Whoa, Gargano dodged that one.
And Johnny's so quick.
Just striking at will. Finn Balor is a superstar dedicated to giving back where he came from. Finn, Becky Lynch, and Sheamus' success in WWE helped trigger a growth in wrestling in Ireland.
Tossed around like a rag doll. You know, Byron, in talking about Finn Balor, you brought up Becky Lynch.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
The Irishman has his Irish up. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, nasty impact.
The shoulders are down. And he's able to get out.
How'd he do that?
Gargano's looking to end it. Well, he told me earlier today that something doesn't seem right with Johnny Gargano, that there's weakness that his opponent can exploit.
It's not a wrestling weakness I see, but a mental one. I see somebody who allows his past to cast a big shadow over any chance of a bright future.
How'd he do that?
I don't know, Michael, but good thing. I don't think he could have taken much more of that. Evaluating what Corey said about Johnny's past failures, the way you get over something is to completely let it go. No longer acknowledge it, and it doesn't have power over you.
And unfortunately, it's not that easy, Saxton. Johnny carries the effects of his past. Don't think for 1 second that...
Gargano setting him up. Oh, long dart into the turnbuckle. Things are about as bad as they can possibly be right now for Finn Balor. Oh, Johnny wrestling, sizing him up. Boom. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to cap him?
And a pin attempt. And he got a near fall out of it.
Michael alluded to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa's unsanctioned match.
Here's a cover. Too close for cover.
Even now, Finn Balor refuses to give an inch, fighting through and battling on.
We know Finn Balor has gained a huge following around the world. It's hard not to get swept up by this young man's extraordinary talent. After every match, more and more, the WWE Universe become members of Balor Club. He wants no part of the outside. He's calling for it.
If he sticks this, he is done.
Michael, forget about Finn gaining his fans after the match. Judging by this crowd during his entrance, I would say the Balor Club is for everyone. Can someone be a good brother and give me a too sweet?
Oh, my God. Saxton, I've told you how many times you are banned from doing that hand gesture. Your privileges of the Balor Club have been revoked. And if you keep it up, your privileges as a commentator are going to be revoked, too.
Hey.
Nailed it.
Look at this. He got body on body there, but that's about it.
Gonna take more than that.
WWE.com followed Johnny Gargano as he said farewell to his days on the independent wrestling circuit.
Finn Balor perched on top. Here it comes.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Effectively using the knee.
Gargano locking it up.
Ooh, face first. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
To demonstrate further on what Michael said about Johnny's Gargano's boom, what impact!
Things are about as bad as they could possibly be right now for crossface applied. This one is over.
I think a visit to the chiropractor's in order after that one. I know a guy.
And you could put this singles match in the books.
Here's another look at some of the previous action, giving their fans their money's worth and more.
I'm not easily impressed, but even I thought that match was one of the best I've seen in a while. That's what I love about the WWE, a match that lives up to expectations, but still finds a way to surprise us. Good stuff.
Here is your winner, Johnny Gargano.
Wow, that tap came quick and often.
There's few things more humiliating than tapping out to your opponent.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
The following contest is a submission match and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
This is the one we've been waiting for, submission match time, guys.
And one of these superstars' egos is going to take a big hit here tonight. I can tell you that for sure. Behold the Empress of Tomorrow,
Asuka!
She is hypnotic. She is mesmerizing. She is as dangerous as the day is long.
You are looking at a woman who single-handedly managed to change the entire complexion of the Raw Women's division. You know, I will never forget the first time I saw Asuka enter the NXT arena. She had so much buzz surrounding her debut, and I think it's safe to say Asuka has certainly lived up to her reputation.
One of the most dominant female superstars ever in WWE.
Introducing the challenger from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Reaper, Joyce Schiaccia. Introducing the champion from Osaka, Japan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
Don't even think about going anywhere.
Both superstars come into this matchup with a lot to prove.
I assure you, making one of these competitors quit will be easier said than done.
This might be it. Oh, my. Ooh, what impact. Are we going to see it? Are we... It doesn't look like she's going to get her to tap here. She somehow breaks free. But you have to wonder how much damage was done. She's in a bad way here, Byron. Don't count her out yet, Michael.
Suicide dive.
She wants to finish this. She's not too anxious to get up. Boom! Don't let Asuka's smile fool you. She's always looking for a knockout kick.
As beautiful as it is, Cole, that is one of the most terrifying smiles you will ever see in your life. Absolutely hypnotic. It'll buckle your knees if you know what's coming next. To illustrate further on Asuka, you're not going to find a smile on the planet more foreshadowing than hurt. Because when you see it on Asuka's face, it usually means bad things are headed your way.
Hey, a smile from a pretty lady is something I've always invited.
Live.
Going for broke. She's starting to fight out, guys. And we're underway with this submission match.
I assure you, making one of these competitors quit will be easier said than done.
Oh, what a kick! Harsh impact.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair, it looks like a twisted heap.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying the submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up.
Asuka's a history maker, and she needs no one's help to conquer the record books. A prime example came at 2017's Survivor Series when she was the last woman standing, single-handedly winning the elimination match for her team.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, what a slam that hurt!
Nailed it. You know, Corey, that Survivor Series feat you bring up is only half the story. Asuka is the 7th superstar and first woman to be both the Survivor Series sole survivor and a Royal Rumble match winner.
Michael, that achievement puts Asuka in similar company as The Rock, Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. She truly is a rarefied superstar.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Beautiful technique.
Boom, what impact.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Oh, a knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as a submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from an opponent as it is to apply a submission maneuver to an opponent. If a superstar can't reverse an opponent's submission, then they're certainly going to be in trouble.
Some superstars have more than one submission at their disposal, and it becomes a pick-your-poison scenario for their opponent. It also depends on the match. Some submission matches are based on winning via a submission move, and others involve a competitor having to use the specific submission they've chosen.
Ooh, what impact. Harsh impact.
Oh, nasty impact.
Boom, what impact. Oh, going to the top. High risk.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
Look out. Jumping, leaping attack. The end may be near. She's looking at it. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. Nope, she releases it.
Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole. That'll hinder your modeling career.
She might have it. Oh, continuing to punish them.
That has got to be it. Asuka's just getting overwhelmed.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Are you kidding me?
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
She's got something in mind.
Just wearing down the opponent. Oh, man, the champ looks absolutely out of it right now.
That's one of the more impressive submissions in today's sports entertainment.
This epic submission match is now history.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
These fans got their money's worth in this one, as you can see right here.
Here's your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, the Reaper, Joyce Schiaccia.
And that's a huge tap-out victory there.
When you get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. But that's just the harsh reality of it.
Matches like that are the reason why I love this job so much.